Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
All men are created equal, so they say. But let's be honest, people, this is the biggest lie in history. Not all men are created equal, thanks to one thing: genetics. That's what makes some people tall, others short, others hefty, others skinny, the list goes on and on. But there are those rare people out there who have some of the most unique genetics in the world. So much so that they stick out like a sore thumb in public. As for others, it's nothing to do with genetics, but rather a morbid fascination to take their interests to the extreme. With that being said, let's take a look at 10 men you won't believe exist. Number 10. Sajad Gharibi. Can you guess which Hollywood superhero does this real-life giant man relate to? Yes, the Hulk, the giant green monster from Marvel movies. The person in question here is Sajad Gharibi, an Iranian powerlifter popularly known as the Persian Hulk. In a couple of years, Sajad has gained hundreds of thousands of followers. He has also expressed his desire to join professional wrestling. Due to his huge body of muscles, he weighs an astonishing 386 pounds. Sajad has also declared his ambition to become a soldier for his country and has commenced training very soon. Now that's a very superhero-like decision. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 9. Yu Zhenhuan, Monkey Man. Zhenhuan is a Chinese man with a lot of body hair. In fact, it covers around 96% of his entire body. The only parts of him that are not affected are the palms of his hands and the soles of his feet, which means that he looks a little bit like a bear. But when Yu was first born, no one could ever have known that he would eventually grow up like this. Does he have to shave every 2 weeks? It looks quite uncomfortable, to be honest. Number 8. Amu Haji, the dirtiest man in the world. While most of us strive to be super clean and smell good, Amu Haji has another thing going for him. He is the dirtiest man in the world, who has not taken a shower for the last 65 years. This 85-year-old man looks like a troll or maybe a creature from the fantasy films. Amu Haji lives in the village of Dezga in Iran. He lives a dirty but fairly primitive life, with one of his most prized possessions being a 3-inch steel pipe through which he smokes animal dung instead of tobacco. His skin is scaly and muddy and you can barely see his eyes, so you must imagine how smelly he must be. Also, it's quite hard to believe this is a real human being just by looking at him. When it comes to food, he cooks animal carcasses such as rotten porcupine meat. And for shelter at night, he uses a hole in the ground which resembles a grave pit. Haji believes cleanliness brings him sickness. Maybe that's the reason he lives so freely with nothing to hide. Number 7. Patrick Duell, Fattest Man. The story of this man is a rather sad one. He was once the manager of a restaurant, which was just a continuation of his love affair with food. Unfortunately, he let his love for the industry take control of him, and he stuffed his mouth with everything and anything. At his very heaviest, Patrick weighs over 450 kilograms. He was so heavy that when doctors needed to weigh him, the only scale that was strong enough to hold his weight was a local livestock scale. This made him one of the heaviest people to ever walk on the planet, and gave him the nickname of the Half-Ton Man. Number 6. Olivier Richters, the Dutch Giant. Olivier Richters, also known as the Dutch Giant, is by far the tallest bodybuilder in the world, with a height of 7 feet 2 and weighing 300 pounds. Olivier was able to overcome a birth defect to obtain a physique that would transform his entire life for the better. Olivier's heart was 20% smaller and rotated at a weird angle, but with really hard work to gain control of his body, he masterminded an inspiring transformation to greatly become a known bodybuilder. Standing at an impressive 7 feet 2 inches, he towers above most, including the likes of big-name bodybuilders such as Jay Cutler and Martin Ford. He is the CEO of a muscle food company and aims to follow on from the success of his meat company to become an actor, and maybe one day within the professional wrestling industry, the famous WWE, run by Vince McMahon. Number 5. Leonid Stadnik, a Mega Man. Leonid was a perfectly normal-sized boy for many years, but then something went wrong. A brain operation when he was 14 years old revealed that he had a tumor in his pituitary gland completely beyond the reach of any doctor. It could not be removed, and while it remained in Leonid's body, it produced a massive amount of the growth hormone that was the source of his incredible increase in size. When he turned 34, the tumor that was to blame for his intimidating size completely disappeared, therefore putting the end to his growth. Number 4. Chandra Bahadur Dangi, a mini-man. Chandra Bahadur Dangi, a 72-year-old Nepalese man from Rinkoli in the Dang district, measures 54.6 centimeters and is officially the shortest man alive, booking his place in the Guinness World Records. Despite his age, he claims to have never taken any kind of medication or to have ever been examined by a doctor. The cause of his height problem has yet been unknown, but it is suspected that he suffers primordial dwarfism. Number 3. Stan Jones, the Silver Man. No, this isn't the Silver Surfer sent by Galacticus to search for new planets. This is a normal man. The reason why Stan's skin is the way it is because he consumed huge amounts of colloidal silver. He was trying to cure something, even though no one knows exactly what it was. Silver has no proven medical benefits, except for in small amounts on wound dressings. Ingesting it is not generally recommended, and now Stan's face is a permanent advert on why you shouldn't try to treat yourself. Despite this slightly unexpected side effect, Stan continues to take colloidal silver as a home remedy, although no one is really sure why. And now we've come to the best pick of the day. This guy's muscles are extremely massive. I wonder how many hours he has to spend at the gym to get this kind of body. I bet it's at least 5+ hours a day. Number 2. Tom Staniford, the man with 0% fat. Tom Staniford is one of only 8 people in the world that suffer from MDP syndrome. This extremely rare condition prevents his body from storing fat under the skin, and even on the soles of his feet. Tom was born with a normal metabolism, but at the age of 12, he started losing fat around his face and body. He also has just 40% of the muscles of an average man, and his hearing is also compromised due to this condition, so he is forced to use hearing aids. It's a cruel irony that he has also developed type 2 diabetes because the fat levels in his blood are just as high as someone who is clinically obese. However, he has never let his condition hold him back. In fact, he has proved that it is possible to live a normal life, and he even has a girlfriend named Alice who believes he's just a normal guy. The law graduate has already been crowned the British National Paracycling Circuit Race Champion in 2011. Number 1. Mustafa Ismail, the Egyptian Popeye. Mustafa Ismail is the cartoon character Popeye in real life, and is the Guinness record holder for the largest upper arm circumference in the world. He is popularly known as the Egyptian Popeye. Mustafa also manages a tough diet to maintain his upper arms, measuring a whopping 31 inches. His diet includes 7 pounds of protein, 9 pounds of carbohydrates, and 3 gallons of water each day. Some skeptical people say his upper arm is due to steroids or some artificial fake medium. Well, have a look and be the judge of that. With that being said, we've come to the end of the video, so which of these unreal men surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments section down below. Want more videos that will exist until the very end of time? Click on any of the amazing videos you see on the screen. As always, thanks for watching.